The best concealers if you want coverage. I'm not going to be showing you the concealers that are they're no makeup. This is Glamour. The Sephora sale is right around the corner, and these are 5 concealers that give coverage, full coverage, budge proof. Let's discuss. Starting out very strong, when I think of a full coverage concealer, I always will think of the Hourglass Vanish Concealer. You will probably see this in a lot of people's recommendation videos, and I think for very good reason. It is bomb. More matte leaning, which is important to note, full coverage, and a little goes a very long way. It dries really quickly because it's matte leaning, so you want to apply this and immediately start blending. It's a little bit more on the dry side, admittedly. So like if you have dry under eyes like me, if you are not prepping, baby, we are gonna look like Cake City. But if you prep, you use just a little bit of this, it looks flawless. This next option, I would consider a little bit more user-friendly. Like you don't have to prep as heavy or as crazy, even if you have dry under eyes, and you just have a little bit more playtime with it. The Huda Beauty Faux Filter Concealer. This is the one with that long name, the Faux Filter Luminous Matte. I remember when this first dropped, I was like, how can it be all of those things? It's a little bit thinner than the Hourglass, which I love, but it has a luminosity, so even though it dries down and you get that full coverage, it's what I'm wearing today, that's how I would describe this, matte but not flat. This also just looks good all over the complexion. My personal holy grail is the Lancome All Over Concealer. This is similar to the Huda in the way that it has that coverage level, but it is a little bit of a thinner consistency, but it's like the Hourglass in that it leans matte. I think we're gonna want to prep, you get a little bit less playtime, but once you blend it out and you set it with powder, it's gonna be locked in. I use a pot concealer almost every single day. I think it is the key to a great glam, especially when you got things you want to cover, acne, dark spots, anything like that. The NARS pot concealer. The reason this is so popular is with a spot concealer, you need something that's more matte leaning, so it actually dries down, and it's got that coverage to actually cover what you're going for. You can tell I love this one. I skin prep, I put this on, and then I go with the rest of my products, and it really helps with the texture of your blemishes. Another reason why this is just so popular compared to other like spot correctors is there's just so many shades, so you can really kind of find something that'll work for you. My 5th option is for my oily baddies, okay? Like if you have dry skin, my skin practically needs to be wet for this to work. This is the Fenty Pro Filter Instant Retouch Concealer. This is matte. This is like spackle on the face. Like when this dries, it is dry. It's just like their foundation. Another way this kind of beats everyone is it's Fenty. So the shade range, immaculate. But this is like, it's not super thick actually for the amount of coverage you get, but this is like the most coverage out of all these, the most budge proof. It also can be the most drying out of all these. So if you are oily, I think you could love this. I will say too, if you're somebody who doesn't want to get a brush and have to like dig in a pot every single time, this also makes a really good spot corrector because it is so matte. Again, you want to skin prep well, but if you do, this is going to cover some blemishes. But I love doing these quick roundups of just the truly best of the best products with very specific functions, like best full coverage concealers, best foundations for dry skin, best matte blushes, that kind of thing, like specific lists. Let me know what you want to see next.